This one is one of the prettier ones that I've seen.
Hey there, welcome to Katie Did Rocks. You know, I know some of you don't have a big saw that you can cut things with, and you're operating on a trim saw or even a tile saw. So I thought today I would show you some really awesome things you can cut with a little bitty saw.
We'll start with some Alamejo agate. These are from Malawi, Africa, and then its close sisters, Gambiri. After that, we'll do some chopstick agate. Chopstick agate is from China, and it's not that interesting on the outside, but it sure is on the inside. Next, we're going to cut some Mozambique/Swazi agate. These are interesting little pieces, lots of really pretty reds and pastels in them, so we'll give those a try. Next, some Brazilian rainbow agates. These are just super pretty. A little piece of crazy lace. Oh, that's pretty. This one has a lot of bands, but they're pretty faint. They're very kind of subtle. And then this orange in the middle here, that's really quite interesting. Here's a little bit better look at that orange. That's a nice pattern. Nice pattern. A little bit dirty. This one is one of the prettier ones that I've seen. I love, love, love the orange banding and the little island in the middle there. I think I'm going to dome polish this one and make it just a nice dome polished specimen. Looks kind of like a fish, doesn't it? Here's the other side of that one. I'm still working on getting my domes perfect. You can see there's a little bit of scratch there, so this will have to go back to the wheel, but I got anxious to show it to you. This one was tricky to cut because of the vug, but I like it. Look at the orange in this one. That looks like a sunrise, doesn't it? Like a fiery, fiery sunrise. Really pretty. Well, that's a little disappointing. This big Gambiri is kind of a big nothing, but you can see it does have some floaters in the middle of it there. It's got a little geode pocket vug that it's right in the center. It's kind of clear with fortifications around the outside. Not the best and exciting kind of agate to cut, but you know, I bet if you cut maybe on the other side here, you might get a little bit more of the fortifications. I might give that a try. Well, that's a nice one. The contrast between the first Gambiri we cut and this nodule just couldn't be bigger. Look at the little kind of cloudy bubbles inside of that red and the really, really pretty ring pattern. I do love these stones. This gambiri was a surprise. It's got a little geode pocket in the middle of it. Just never know. This one is like it couldn't quite make up its mind what it wanted to be. It's got a little bit of the fortifications there, and then it's swirling around through the matrix. It's got a quartz pocket. It's just a whole bunch of different stuff. This is the other side of that, and you can see that it was trying to be a fortification there. Just a confused little agate nodule. I think it's really interesting when you're cutting these nodules, how you just never really know what it's going to be like inside. Sometimes it's just kind of nothing, and sometimes it has these beautiful, beautiful kind of bands and formations. This one, I love the orange floating in the middle of that. It's just so pretty. These are even prettier than I remember. Isn't that lovely? I'm pretty sure an Alamejo slipped in here. Ooh, look at that. This one looks really different from a lot of the chopstick agates that I've seen, but it sure is pretty. Ah, there you can see the chopsticks in the little brown there. Neat. Here's kind of a better example of the chopstick agate and what it looks like. You can see it's just got little sticks going every which way. This one has some colorful little dots in it as well, which is pretty darn cool. And look at, you can't see it at all from the outside. These Idaho sunset agates are just so beautiful. This is kind of unusual for this particular kind of material because it's got this is like an end cut, so it's got this weird little thing here rather than just having the jasper all the way through. But I wanted to polish it anyway just to see how it turned out. I like it. Crazy lace agate is so pretty. I love the water lines that are in these Brazilian agates. They're just so bright and cheery.
Well, that turned out great. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to get some of these agates for yourself, check out my Etsy store, Katie Did Rocks. I have most of them in my store. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps with the algorithm. It helps the algorithm figure out that it's worth watching. So, be sure to click that button.
Thanks for coming along. This is Kate from Katie Did. Keep on doing.